In this video, we're going to talk about how to become a millionaire in 10 years. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Let's get started. So you've decided to make $1 million. You know what you want to achieve, but it seems too far away, too improbable, too unattainable for a regular person like you to achieve. You've seen the success stories on television, but those people inherited their wealth, worked in high-paying jobs, or won the lottery. Perhaps you're thinking to yourself, if only I was that fortunate. We're happy to report that we have some good news to share with you. It has nothing to do with your family's wealth or your education when it comes to becoming a millionaire. You are at the center of everything. You can become a millionaire in 10 years if you follow these 8 principles. Do you have everything you need? Step 1, stay away from debt. You get a loan for almost anything these days, including cars, clothes, houses, and jewelry. Our culture promotes the notion that you should get what you want when you want it. Now is the time to get it, and later is the time to pay for it, and you'll have to pay more lately. Make plans for your retirement with confidence. Find a local investing expert right now. But here's the thing, debt is like quicksand, and when it comes to your financial goals, you're digging a deeper hole for yourself every time you buy something on credit. You could be putting that money toward your future instead of sending it to the lenders. Take, for example, the average car loan, which has a $523 monthly payment and a 5-year, 9-month term. Instead, if you invested $500 per month for 5 years, you could have $40,000. And consider this, if you put that $40,000 into the market for another 20 years, you could end up with nearly $270,000. Now, where will this car be in 25 years? In a junkyard somewhere, probably collecting rust. Step 2, invest early and consistently. You have a better chance of becoming a millionaire if you start investing early. Compound interest has been very helpful. If you start saving $300 a month when you're 25, you could be a millionaire by the time you're 60, with a $2 million nest egg waiting for you when you retire at around age 67. It'll only cost you $300 per month. If you wait until you're 35 to begin investing, you'll need to set aside $800 per month to reach the $1 million mark by the age of 60. Let's take a look at it from from different perspectives. You could have $1.75 million if you invested $300 per month for 40 years, from age 25 to 65. If you waited 10 years and then invested $300 per month, you'd only have $651,400 when you were 65. To reach $1 million, you'd have to work an additional 10 years. Do you want to become a millionaire when you're 70 years old? So as soon as possible, begin investing as much as you can. Step 3, make savings a priority. Congratulations, if you've already begun to invest, keep in mind, however, that if you once become a millionaire, the amount you invest is just as important as the act of investing itself. The average personal savings rate in the United States is 5.5%, which includes retirement savings and emergency funds. When we multiply that percentage by the median household income of around $59,000, we get $3,245 per year, or around $270 per month. That money could turn into $586,256 if it was invested for 30 years at a 10% annual rate of return. Isn't that a fantastic number? It might, until you learn that the average couple will require $280,000 in medical expenses in retirement, not including long-term care. You'd only have about $306,000 left after subtracting that amount from your total investment. Is it possible to live on that for the next 2 decades? It comes to only $15,300 per year in the end. Oh no. Here's a more promising scenario. If you put aside 15% of your $59,000 income, you'd be putting aside $8,850 per year, or $737 per month. If you assume a 10% return on your investment, it could grow to $1.6 million in 30 years. And if you waited another 5 years, you'd have more than $2.3 million. Don't you think that's better than $15,300 per year? Step 4, increase your income to reach your goal faster. To become a millionaire, you don't need a 6-figure salary. However, if you crunch the numbers and discover that you still can't save the recommended 15%, you'll need to increase your income. How do you go about doing that? You'll be able to find a higher paying job. You can work a second job on the side to supplement your income. You can also get training to improve your skills, marketability, and earning potential. Let's take a profession of nursing as an example. Nursing assistants, licensed practical nurses, registered nurses, and advanced practice registered nurses are all options. Each of these jobs necessitates a different level of education and testing, as well as a different salary. An LPN earns around $45,000 per year, while a registered nurse earns around $70,000 per year. You can increase your salary by improving your skills and expertise. Although this may necessitate additional education, the payoff is well worth the effort. Apply for scholarships and grants if you're concerned about paying for it. There is money to be had. Just avoid taking out student loans at all costs. Step 5, cut unnecessary expenses. You want to make sure that your money is being spent on purpose and with purpose as you work towards becoming a millionaire. As a result, take the time to sit down and review your expenses on a regular basis. Examine previous month's budget to see where money may be leaking or you could save money. That's money that could be being invested and contributed to your 15%. Here are a couple things to consider. Insurance. Is it possible to combine your auto and home insurance policies? Is it possible for you to get a better deal? Take a look around and see what you can learn. Meet with an independent agent who can show you ways to save money. Cable and satellite. With the competition among streaming services such as Hulu and Netflix, you can probably get the shows and stations you want without having to pay for cable. Gifts. Resist the cultural pressure to buy expensive presents for family and close friends. You're putting pressure on them to repay the favor if you do this. Restaurants. Here's an interesting experiment to try. Eat every meal at home for a month and skip the coffee you get every day on your way to work. You'll be surprised at how much money you can save in just 30 days. Automatic renewals. Gym memberships, streaming music subscriptions, magazine subscriptions. How many of these do you use? Try canceling a few of your monthly subscriptions to save money. If that isn't enough, there are some additional cost-cutting measures you can take. You might be able to downsize to a home with a lower mortgage payment and lower utility bills. You could also relocate to a different part of town or even a different city where the cost of living is lower. There are some of the more extreme options, but if you want to be a millionaire, you may need to make some sacrifices to get there. Step 6, keep your millionaire goal front and center. Because the steps to becoming a millionaire go against the grain of most people's behavior. You'll notice your friends and family going places, doing things and buying things, and if you only pay attention to what they're doing, you might find yourself in financial trouble. According to a study released earlier this year, 57% of millennials said that they spent money they didn't intend to because of what they saw on social media, and 88% of them, as well as 71% of Gen Xers and 54% of baby boomers, believe that social media causes a comparison problem. Step 7, don't get caught up in the culture of comparison. Stop buying things we can't afford in order to impress people we don't even like. People who become millionaires do so by not comparing themselves to others. They didn't worry about what others were thinking or doing because they were forced on their own objectives. Instead of obsessing over what you don't have, concentrate on what matters most to you, your family, friends, church, meaningful work, and the legacy you'll leave to your children. These will provide with far more joy and a much longer period of time than a new car or vacation destination. Step 7, work with an investing professional. Here's a question for you. Would you attempt to perform heart surgery on yourself if you needed it? Obviously not. That would be ridiculous. You'd seek out the best heart surgeon available. Similarly, wouldn't you prefer to work with someone who knows what they're doing when it comes to something as important as your retirement future? Working with a financial advisor has been proven to make a significant difference time and time again. According to a study conducted by John Hancock, 70% of people who work with a financial advisor are on track or ahead in their retirement savings, compared to only 33% of those who do not. According to another study, people without a retirement plan have an average of $45,700 in retirement savings. Those who have a written plan prepared by a professional advisor, on the other hand, have an average of $203,000 saved for retirement. Those figures alone are sufficient to persuade me that working with a financial advisor is my best interest. Step 8, put your plan on repeat. Allowing time and compound growth to work for you is the only way to become a millionaire. You must remain focused on small actions for decades if you are to achieve your big financial goals. It is necessary for you to remain debt-free. You need to continue to put money into your business. You must avoid falling into the I deserve trap. You must also continue to work with a professional. Year after year after year, and surprise, you'll keep doing these things even after you've made $1 million, because that's what smart people do with their money. What do you think about our list? Did our video help you? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.